Hello everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Simpsons Episode Reviews. It is time to get back into it because for quite a few weeks there's going to be constant Simpsons episodes that will be airing, so I'll be doing more Simpsons Episode Reviews. Yep, even next week there is a new episode of the Simpsons Episode Reviews that I will be doing. Because at the time of this recording, tonight is a new episode of The Simpsons. Unlike last week, where there was no new episode of The Simpsons because of Oscar night. So, I'm going to review this particular episode today, and the episode that I am reviewing is My Fair Lady. And here is the story. The story is all about Marge traveling to place to drop off quite a few people. And as a result of people liking Marge doing that, there was a recommendation for Marge to go into the business of being like a taxi of some sort. And that's basically what she does. But this is not the only story in this episode. This is actually a two-story episode because Moe has a date with a girl and somebody needed to take charge of the bar. So Homer takes charge of the bar and something goes wrong. They bring in a couple of girls. Homer and Lenny and Carl bring in a couple of girls. They basically trash the place. And when Moe comes back into his bar, he sees that the bar is all wrecked. And as a result, he decides to actually get another job. But I'm not going to spoil those two particular stories in this one particular episode, because if you've seen it, then there's no reason to spoil you. If you have not seen it, go watch the episode, because I will tell you right now, this episode is a lot better than I thought it was going to be, because I thought at first that because Marge was doing having another job, I thought that wasn't going to be a good particular story. As it turns out, both stories, it's a two-story episode. Both stories are really good. And I really enjoyed that episode because of the two stories. The humor was good too. I actually liked the beginning of the episode where the Simpsons basically parodied the Jetsons, the Jetsons opening. And if you want to see that opening for yourself, that one particular opening where the Simpsons are parodying the Jetsons, I'm going to put a link down below in the description box, and you'll be able to see that particular video because Fox actually uploaded it to YouTube, so you'll be able to see it. It's basically the Simpsons parody of the Jetsons opening, so you'll be able to see that. And there are quite a few funny jokes. Especially there was a taxi joke where Christopher Lloyd, of course, Christopher Lloyd guest stars in this particular episode as a guest voice, and he basically voices his character from Taxi. If you have not seen Taxi, you should. It's a good sitcom. I remember Taxi quite well because I used to watch it, and stars like Andy Kaufman and Danny DeVito, Judd Hirsch. It doesn't really matter as it is, but the sitcom is definitely worth checking out. You can even find Taxi on DVD. Now there is one joke that I want to talk about, and that's the Queen cover band joke. Because I feel that there was one mistake that the writers made with that joke. Now, there was a health inspector that was inspecting a nuclear power plant, and he said he was in a Queen cover band. And he originally had a mustache to look like Freddie Mercury, but then he takes off the mustache and he says that he looks like Brian May. Now, I've been a Queen fan ever since the mid-90s. And what I have here is Queen's Greatest Hits. This is the American version on vinyl. This is a picture of all 4 members. Now, the health inspector has fine hair, like Freddie. This, of course, is Freddie. However, if you look at Brian May's right here, and if you look, he has curly hair. So why would the health inspector say that he looks like Brian May when Brian May actually has curly hair? That makes no sense at all. Now, if the health inspector would have said that he looks like John Deacon, it would have made more sense, because if you look at John Deacon, that's John Deacon. He has fine hair like Freddie. It would have made more sense if he would have said that he was John Deacon. And that is a mistake with the writing of this particular joke, of course. So that's my only gripe with the joke, is that one particular thing with Brian May being mentioned, and the health inspector basically saying that he looks like Brian May when he really doesn't. He doesn't look like any of the members at all, basically. So that's all I really wanted to mention about that joke. It was a slight mistake. And by the way, I've actually seen a Queen tribute band that covers every single Queen song that they do live. And I had the pleasure of seeing one of the Queen tribute bands. And if you want to actually watch this tribute band that I recorded, because I got to record them, check it down below after watching this video. But that's basically all I have to talk about with this joke. Besides that, the humor is quite funny. And even though the humor could have been a little better, it was still good enough. But the story was the best part of this episode. It was 2 stories in 1 episode. And there was a resolution at the end. And it worked out pretty well. And I really enjoyed this episode for the story. And the humor worked as well, even though there was that one mistake, of course, that I mentioned. So, I'm giving this episode 3.5 stars. It is highly recommended, and you can watch the episode now on Hulu and Hulu Plus and Fox Now, the Fox Now app, of course, Fox.com, SimpsonsWorld.com, and the Simpsons World app on FX Now. And that has been my review of My Fair Lady. So that was the last episode that aired on Fox in February, and we're heading into March. Next time on the Simpsons Episode Reviews, I'm reviewing the first episode to air in March, The Princess Guide. That'll be for next time. Peace out, everybody, and I hope you all enjoy your week. Bye, everyone. Peace. Thank you very much for watching this video, and if you like this video, please subscribe to my channel. And if you have not seen any of these videos that are on the screen, you can click on one of them. Thank you very much.